Hey everybody, we're talking about favor. We're talking about the keys to the favor of God. You know, we already have the favor of God, of course we do, but a lot of us don't see it operating in our life. And the reason is because, yes, you know, children of God, we know the person of Christ, but a lot of times we don't pay much attention to the principles of Christ, and we're wondering why it doesn't work. Well, principles are important, obviously, for us to be able to see what God really has in mind for us. So, number one, this week, I'll be going to talk about obedience and what it means to be obedient, but also how obedience works to bring favor in your life. And the number one thing today about obedience I want to talk about is the value of prompt obedience. You know, God really doesn't give a lot of heads up on what's getting ready to happen. As a matter of fact, he said, where's the lunch? We need it right now. Or he gets it the last second and tells the disciples to go get the donkey. And I mean, it's just like, he doesn't give you advance notice. You ever notice that? Well, that's why he needs prompt obedience from you. So I think about how many times we think about delayed obedience, but really delayed obedience is disobedience. And I just want to kind of think about that just for a moment. So since God doesn't give us really an advance notice to be ready to be obedient at a future time, and he's quick, and then he wants us to respond in an instant manner, I want you to evaluate right now, how quick are you to respond to God's nudging? And as much as it's important to be prompt, it's also important that we be persistent. In other words, what we start, we finish. You know, many times we start out being obedient, but then we forget this word persistence because it's so easy to have euphoria, and we're going to do this, and it's going to work. And we start something out with such confidence and such an idea in our heart that, hey, we can do this. But the goal is to start something with joy and as unto the Lord, but then also end it and complete it with the same kind of joy. So really, true obedience has the capability of being consistent. So I'm asking you today, what do you notice about yourself when it comes to a long-term commitment? And as much as it is to be consistent or persistent, as much as that is important, obviously there's more to it. We also need to understand the word pliable, because God has opportunities for us to go to another level in the middle. And sometimes if we let the rigidity of our routine take over, actually we will limit our results and our rewards. And boy, that can be tough. But you gotta recognize that sometimes the brook will dry up because you're supposed to go to Zarephath. And then you have to have the ability to be pliable. And so I'm asking you, how rigid are you in difficult moments? And do you just always try to stay that same course? Or maybe how flexible are you during times of unforeseen changes? Okay, as much as we need to be pliable, we also need to have a mindset of being portable. And what I mean by that is whatever facet or season or whatever is going on in your life, or whatever conditions you find yourself in, are you carrying the same obedience with you wherever you go? And this is vital, that your obedience is not just around a certain crowd. As a matter of fact, are you consistent in every crowd? In other words, are you who you are no matter where you are?